Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Boost My Brain. So today I'll be talking about a new topic, that is Where the Mind is Without Fear by Rabindranath Tagore. This poem, Where the Mind is Without Fear, is written by Rabindranath Tagore, and he was a writer, he was a painter, and he was an author, and he was born in 1861 in Calcutta. Poem is a prayer to God to protect the nation from evil effects. This poem was written by Tagore during the time when India was under the British rule and people were eagerly waiting to get their freedom. The poem begins with a beautiful line where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. The poet prays to God that his countrymen should be free from any kind of fear of oppression or forced compulsion, which means that he wants to say that our countrymen should not be under anyone's dominance. So he wishes that everyone in his country should have their head held high in dignity. The second line says, where the knowledge is free. So here the poet dreams of a nation where knowledge is free and not restricted to some portion of the society based on class, caste, gender, or any other barrier. So here the poet wants to say that no one should be separated on the basis of caste or gender. Okay, so his wish is that his countrymen to be awakened and broaden their minds by enlightening with the power of knowledge. So the third line says, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls. So here he means to say that he wishes for a world where no one is fragmented by prejudices which is based on caste, religion, and other kinds of barriers. So he wants that there should be unity instead of fragmentation. In the line where words come out from the depth of truth, here Tagore wants a nation where people are truthful. He believed that only true and honest people can lead the nation forward. The line where tireless striving stretches its arm towards perfection is an example of fine personification, which means in this poem the personification refers to the human qualities, where the tireless striving is personified as a human being who stretches its arms to reach its goal through perfection. In the following line, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit. So here Tagore has compared reason to a clear stream that flows smoothly. So here reason means the intellect. So just as a flowing river loses its way in a sandy desert, so even dead customs also harms the intellectual qualities of a man. So here metaphor helps us visualize what is to think clearly. So he doesn't want his countrymen to get lost amongst outdated customs and traditions. So where the mind is led forward by the ever widening thought and action, so here Tagore wishes that his countrymen to be open minded and progress, and he says that true freedom lies in the mind. So the last line says, into that heaven of freedom, my father, let my country awake. So through this line, Tagore expresses his vision of India as a heaven where there is freedom of thought, spirit, faith, speech, which will lead to the inner perfection of thyself. Thus, Tagore wants spiritual, intellectual, and political freedom for his country. Intellectual freedom would enable his country to think freely and enter into the new world of thought, and spiritual freedom would make them fearless and move forward. So according to Tagore, self-respect and self-esteem are the most important psychological foundation for the development of individuality. He thinks that one should have self-respect and self-esteem, and that the free flow of knowledge is the base for a free and prosperous society. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and subscribe if you found it useful.